I'm here to tautoko. I'm here to tautoko this kaupapa. I'm part of a rōpū who are taking out a Waitangi tribunal claim against Oranga Tamaiki. It's in support of Jean Tihuia. Basically, Oranga Tamaiki have been taking our babies for quite a while. In fact, because I know the whakapapa of it, it actually originally established in England through a group called the House of Commons Select Committee and Aboriginals. What happened at that time is that they realised that they couldn't change the mindset of the indigenous peoples that they colonised throughout the Commonwealth, and so they focused on the kids. And what they wanted to do was assimilate them to becoming British subjects in the Commonwealth that they ruled. So that's pretty much the whakapapa of it. In this group, the House of Commons Select Committee, they established the Aboriginal Acts in Australia, they established the Indian Acts in Canada, the USA, and they established the Native Schools Act here, the Native Department here, and also the Neglected and Criminal Children's Act here. And from it fell the Education Department, who took over it as a result of the Neglected Criminal Children's Act, and therefore they established the social services. My grandfather was taken when he was 10 years old in 1930. My father was taken around a similar age in 1954, and I became a ward of the state in 1974. And so the main essence of why we challenge here, and I'm supporting this kaupapa, is that if you have a look in the UN declaration of what they consider genocide, part of that genocide is the taking of babies and giving them to other people not of your culture. And so my issue is this: if that's the UN determination of what is genocide, why are our government practicing it implicitly? One of the reasons why I'm challenging it in the Waitangi Tribunal is this: it's this Section 78 ex parte. And what it allows them to do is this: they can make a ruling before the court without the family or legal counsel to be there, and if it's believed, they can uplift a child without consent. Now, that's actually a total breach of the Bill of Rights Act 1990. Section 24 first says this: if you're accused of something, you have the right to be told promptly. Section 25A says this: you have the right to a fair hearing. Section 25C says this: you have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. Section E says this: you have the right to be at the hearing and you have the right to present a case. And Section F says this: you also have a right to question your accusers. You have the right to question prosecution witnesses. And now that's in the Bill of Rights, which none of it has been adhered to. And so I actually just came out of the Waitangi Tribunal just a couple of months ago, and we challenged it over the prisoners' right to vote. One of the things that we proved was that it was discriminating against Māori voting rights. It was because in the Bill of Rights you should be free from discrimination. Well, all this is about discrimination. And so for me, a lot of my colleagues are here. Professor Leah Pihima, one of my PhD students is Jean Tihuia. Yeah, and so we here we are supporting this kaupapa because pretty much enough is enough.
Tēnā koe whaia, ko Alison Green tōku nei ingoa no te rohe o Mātātua me Tauranga Moana ahau. I'm here today to speak about whānau experiences of removal from whānau, and my family have been involved in 3 generations now of removal under state legislation. It's critical for us that the removal stops, and in particular that the legislation and policies that enable Oranga Tamaiki or the Ministry of Children to remove our children, that those legislation and policies are dismantled. If we don't, if that doesn't happen, we're likely to see removal rates increasing.
So today means that we're taking it to the forefront of Parliament, of government today, and you have something specific that you're going to be talking about with a lot of the speakers that we have. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I'm here as one of the speakers for the group to stop the removal of children. For me, the specific issue is maintaining our children within our whānau. And it's right that we should be here on Parliament grounds. Parliament is where the legislation is made. It's where ministers need to be accountable to the public, and the public in this instance are Māori. And we are asking that, we are requiring as our treaty rights, in fact, that ministers review the current legislation, dismantle Oranga Tamaiki, replace Oranga Tamaiki with Māori self-determined structures, legislation and practices to keep our children within the whānau.
Te korimako o Taranaki.